What is going on, guys? My name is Dustin. Welcome back to the channel. It is the end of the month and I got some pickups. Very light month, but as you can tell, I kind of got a different setup almost. So basically, my wife also had a gaming setup and we moved it out of her office so she could have more space out here. So this is where I will be streaming and filming all my videos. And then I have a computer over there, which I'm going to use for like YouTube stuff. So yeah, really excited about that. Again, very light month. I mentioned in my Steelbook collection video that I didn't really know what I was going to be able to get because I can tell you now, being an adult and having bills is awful. And the month of April was just, I'm glad it's over. So we're going to go ahead and start with the books like we always do. And then we will move into the movies. I got 3 books, 4 movies, pretty good pickups in my opinion. Again, just nothing too crazy. So first up here for the books, this is the book of the month. This is called Darling Girls by, I said that weird, Darling Girls by Sally Hepworth. From what I gathered, so I read through, they give you a list of like 6 books, and there's nothing you like, you can pick like one of the member favorites or staff favorites. And there was just really nothing that seemed like interesting to me. So when that's the case, I let my wife pick, and I read all the books to her, and this is the one that she really liked the sound of. So from what I gathered, it's basically like these girls that grew up in a foster home and something happens and they find a body somewhere on the property of this foster home and they go back to see if like, you know, their entire life was a lie, basically. It's what I gathered. I don't know how accurate that is, but I don't know. It seems interesting enough. I don't know if I'll read it. Probably at some point in time when I kind of, you know, get through the books that I'm like really most interested to read. These next 2 books are from an app called Pango Books. This is not sponsored. They're not paying me to say this. Essentially, I'm in a group on Facebook, and it's like well, it's not really a group. I'm in a Facebook chat group for this girl that my wife knows that organized like a book exchange, basically. So each month they pick a person to spotlight, and everybody in that group buys that person a book from their wish list. And a lot of the people in there talk about Pango Books and how they buy and sell books on there. So I downloaded it and looked into it, and I searched 2 books, and I'm happy to say that I got 2 books that I really wanted. Now, these are used, but they are in really, really good condition. The first one being The Exorcist by William Peter Blatty. I love the movie. I love it. I honestly think, for as old as it is one of the horror movies that is still super terrifying. This movie scares the shit out of me, but I love it. So I've heard a lot of people talk about this book and how the book is scarier than the movie. So I'm really excited to dive into this. This is a hardcover. This was $10. This hardcover fluctuates in price on Amazon anywhere between $25 to like $40. I don't know. It fluctuates all the time. So to find it for 10 in really good condition, I mean, there's just like a little bit of a tear on the slipcase, but other than that, I mean, this book is in fantastic condition, and I am so pumped to get into this. So the next book that I searched is a Stephen King book, and it's a big one. I'm still reading The Stand. I have less than 250 pages to go. I'm getting through it. I'm going to read more after I get this video uploaded and do something for my wife. I'm going to sit down and read. But this is a book that a lot of people have recommended to me, but the way they explained it, it just didn't seem like anything that would interest me. So then I found myself on like the book side of YouTube and people talking about Stephen King books and how this is one of their favorites. And when they described it, I was like, I'm in. And that is 11/22/63. Basically, this guy he's friends with this old dude that owns a diner, and in the broom closet of this diner, it is like a portal that takes you back to 1963, and that guy's sole purpose in this book is to go back in time and stop JFK from being assassinated. This is it. It's a big boy. I mean, we're pushing close to 1,000 pages, I think. Let me see here. 850. So it's definitely a beefy one. I contemplated reading this after I finish The Stand, but I don't know if I can do 2 back-to-back big books. I think I'm going to go with The Exorcist as my next read. but I am going to be jumping into this book this year for sure. And this book, I think, was like $7. And then Pango Books gave me a credit, and I basically got both of these books for the price of one. So really, really can't beat that. Super happy. Let's go ahead and get into the movies. I got 4 pickups here. 2 standard releases, 2 boutiques. So the first one, this is the movie that came out that I definitely wanted to pick up the most. And I know that this movie was not well received at all. But let me just tell you, I watched it and I found it to be pretty enjoyable. It wasn't fantastic or like it didn't blow me away, but I still enjoyed it enough, and it's definitely a movie that I could see myself rewatching, and I found some parts pretty creepy, and that is Night Swim on Blu-ray. Again, the movie's not very well received, and to me, it was almost like they took the Amityville Horror but put it in a swimming pool. Is kind of like the way that I took it, and even my wife said the same thing. She watched it with me, and she was like, it kind of is like the Amityville Horror. But again, I didn't hate it. I thought it was a pretty alright movie. I don't know. Next up, this is a movie, again, that when I saw that it came out, I had to get it. And that is Anyone But You with Sydney Sweeney and Glenn Powell. My friend, actually, Lucas, here on YouTube, fucking love that dude. Super awesome guy. He traveled for work and watched this on the plane, and he was like, you gotta see it, it's so good. This movie was so funny. So my wife and I, like, our favorite movies to watch together are rom-coms. We're big into rom-coms. I love Mean Girls. I love the Bad Moms movies. Like, we love rom-coms. So anytime that one comes out, we jump on it, regardless of what people say about them. We have such a good time with them. This movie was really funny. My only gripe is Sydney Sweeney seems so bored, and like her acting in this is just like abysmal. And it's not, well, I shouldn't say it's abysmal. It seems like she didn't want to play this role. Like, I don't know if it was the tone of her voice. She just seemed bored. She's a great actor. You know, in Euphoria, she was fantastic. And Euphoria fit her personality, I think, very well. Or not really her personality, but like her style of acting. Whereas in this one, like, again, it was funny, but there was parts where she just seemed bored. You have to just watch it to know what I'm talking about. But we have Anyone But You. Good movie. So, Arrow Video, one of my favorite boutique labels. Not one of my favorite. It is my favorite boutique label ever. They had their Easter Carnage sale, and again, because of bills, I just didn't get to take advantage of it the way I wanted to, and that's okay. I had another $15 credit because I do order. Anytime Arrow Video does a sale on their website, I place an order, so I build points up really quick, and I picked up 2 movies that I've been wanting. The first one being The Stuff, and these are both Blu-ray releases. I have never seen this movie, but I know a lot about this movie, and I must say that I am super intrigued to watch this. This actually might be something I throw on tonight because I've been itching to watch this movie for so long. I can't wait. But we have The Stuff from Arrow Video. And this is one that I've seen it pop up every sale they've had. It's a newer movie. It was released in 2021, I do believe. Yeah, 2021. And what hooked me on it was the artwork on the front, and that is 2 witches. This is a special edition. It came with the slipcover, obviously. You know, reversible artwork. There's a double-sided poster. It comes with a booklet on the movie. Judging by the synopsis, I don't know how I'm going to feel about it, but I'm going to watch it. And, I mean, it's either going to be good and something I enjoy, or it's going to be terrible and I'm probably going to hate it. But to be honest with you, just something about that artwork, it just really grabbed my attention, and I want to watch it. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to watch this sometime soon. Probably, hopefully sometime this weekend maybe when I'm off work. But these 2 are definitely on the watch list. Like I said, I might jump into the stuff tonight. So we'll see. We'll see, guys. But that is everything that I had picked up for the month of April. May should be a little bit better, hopefully. You know, I'm an adult. I have bills. I have a baby. So physical media, unfortunately, has to come last. But this is everything, guys. Let me know if you've read any of these books, if you've seen any of these movies, what your thoughts are. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you guys are brand new to the channel. As always, I'll see you later in another video.